You in danger, girl.
You can't talk about the 2000s without mentioning the one and only Jennifer Lopez. Ashanti may hate her, Mariah may not know her, but like it or not, the Bronx native was doing her thing.
Bling, bling, bling. Bitches is mad.
Back in 97, she was the first Latina to earn $1 million when she played the late iconic singer Selena. She later survived a near career-ending scandal with her then boyfriend, Puffy, completely unscathed, just by distracting the public when she appeared at the 43rd Annual Grammy Awards with no clothes on. The dress was womp womp, by the way. The point I'm making is that it was good to be J.Lo until she effed up and pissed off a bunch of black people. It's July 2001, and the Triple Threat releases I'm Real, the remix featuring Ja Rule, a single off of a reissue of her album J.Lo. At the start of her career, Jennifer made Latin-infused pop music. This single was more of a transition into hip-hop. I'm Real was a laid-back two-step bop. The trouble was the lyrics. J.Lo sings, "Now people screaming what's the deal with you and so. I tell them mind their business, but they don't hear me though." The people were not having any of it. Star and Buck Wild, the morning host at New York's Hot 97 at the time, encouraged listeners to call Epic Records and voice their grievances about the track. I'm sure a lot of young Spanish kids use the N-word, but when you reach her level, a level where you have a platform, why is she using a word that's derogatory to blacks? If you're a so-called role model, don't spit in the face of African Americans. Well, damn. If J.Lo had any inkling that this attempt at street cred would have gone left, I bet she would have sat her big ass down somewhere and ate her food. Jennifer just dismissed the controversy as fake news in a few of her interviews.
Song I'm Real contains a word in the remix, and I understand it's going to be on the CD soon, the N-word, pardon me for saying it. You've upset an awful lot of people. Tell me what your thoughts are on that.
You know, for anyone to think or suggest or say that I'm racist is really absurd and hurtful to me. You know, the use of the word in the song, which was actually written by Ja Rule, was never meant to be hurtful in any way.
Girl, bye. Bye.
Now, unfortunately, the media kept their foot on the mogul's neck. In an issue for the now defunct Honey magazine, a publication dedicated to young black millennial women, a writer felt some type of way about J.Lo's use of the word. She states, and I'm paraphrasing here, "A cool nickname, a big butt, and a black boyfriend doesn't give you the authority to use that word." During her performance for the Today Show, Edward Hopkins, a writer for Hot 97, showed up with protesters. They wanted an apology from the Latina star. "We want an apology to every African American that's within earshot of her music," said Hopkins. "When your music is geared towards suburbanites, there's a certain way you should carry yourself. Using a word like that when less than a third of her audience is African American or Latino is inappropriate." So what went wrong? There is so much to unpack here. J.Lo's team made a huge misstep. Since her transition into more of a hip-hop sound, she had really been pushing the whole Jenny from the block thing, but it never translated. She's always pretending to be hard in her music videos, and it's just hard to watch. She's like the female version of Will Smith, palatable, safe for white audiences, and that's probably why people called her out. Make no mistake, there's a double standard here. Fat Joe has been using that word ever since he started in rap. He's also of Latin descent and from the same borough, possesses the same phenotype as J.Lo, yet no one has ever stepped to him about his consistent usage of the N-word, and here's the reason why. J.Lo's success rubbed many the wrong way in the African American community. Although she may have felt a proximity to the culture as a self-described Nuyorican, some, women in particular, felt she was a no-talent, non-black woman who was pushed by color-struck black men in the industry, and she made herself too comfortable in black spaces. Her usage of the N-word just exacerbated pre-existing feelings of resentment. It's no secret that black women aren't allowed to be mediocre. Dancing, vocals, and stage presence, it's a must in order to be a global superstar. Jennifer being catapulted to the top of the charts off of the backs of far more talented black women in the industry will never sit well with most in the black community. Jennifer would continue her tone-deaf antics when she referred to herself as a negrita on a track with Maluma called Lonely. Some people never learn. I can't tell if Jennifer's of the mindset that negative attention is better than none, or if she's just clueless clueless. Whatever the case, Jennifer remains problematic in the hearts of many, and Mariah still doesn't know her.
Time's up, girl. Bye.